Hi there. Today about lifestyle that supports spiritual practice. I call it natural living because it allows you to keep the mind as still as possible in its natural state at all times. Once you start your spiritual journey, and if you're serious about it, if you sit wholeheartedly and practice silence, the changes in your lifestyle will start occurring spontaneously as the result of your practice. Those changes are the most profound and long-lasting. I will just give you an example. A few months in, after I started practicing in earnest, spending probably a few hours a day just sitting, practicing silence, some spontaneous changes occurred in my life. For example, I stopped watching TV. I stopped listening to the radio. I moved from where I was before into the bush, into some sort of a half isolation where I live among the trees, listen to natural sounds of the nature. All these things are important. As many natural sounds, nature sounds as possible, opposed to human generated sounds. As much natural light as possible, opposed to your human generated light. Cut down disturbances, distractions as much as possible. Using different medias, different tablets, different sort of online features, cut it down as much as possible. It's just common sense. Because in its natural state, the mind is still. You want to be as much in sync with what is naturally as possible. That's why you want your lifestyle to be as peaceful, quiet, natural as possible. All you need is actually the basic needs. You have to keep yourself in some sort of a average physical and mental condition to be able to practice. So just focus on the basics. Cut down everything that is not really necessary. And it's just like that. When you do things that you need to do, the right things, then as a consequence of that, changes happen in the right direction. And you travel along the spiritual path, your spiritual journey will be fruitful, less difficult, more enjoyable. The results will come quicker and easier. And so on, like, as I say, really common sense. It's all connected. So I do recommend that you sort of start practicing and practice really, sit with your whole heart, if you know what I mean, wholeheartedly. Don't keep anything back, all out. And then allow the changes to happen by themselves, spontaneously. Instead of opposing them on yourself and then struggling with them, struggling against them, not liking them, and so on and so on. It's just sort of a whole new rigmarole of mental concepts. You really want to avoid that. You also want to avoid all idle talk, all overload with words. Doesn't matter whether words you read, words you listen to, just cut down all that mental overload. Cut it down, keep it as still as possible, as quiet as possible. And once you get into the still part of the mind and progress deeper and deeper, you will see that the thoughts occur outside time. They just come and go in a split second and everything is completely clear. And the mind stays still. So it's moving and being still at the same time, if you know what I mean. Like, it seems a bit perplexing until you experience it, and then you see it's just absolutely natural. all these changes, all these benefits are here for you to take. You just need to make a serious, life-changing, committed decision to practice spirituality, to sit and wholeheartedly practice silence, and sit for as long as it takes. That should be the attitude. Sit for as long as it takes. And things will happen. They are bound to happen. Isn't that marvelous? Take care. Bye-bye.